Hi guys, welcome to Happy High Tarot. In today's picker card reading, we will find out who is gossiping about you and what are they saying behind your back. So for the first group, we have this beautiful blue stone over here. For the second group, I have this purple stone. And for the third group, I have this brown stone. So pause the video, meditate on all three, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hi group 1. So for those of you who chose the blue stone, first let's find out who is gossiping about you. So the cards that I got for you guys were Child, Nature and Fool. So I feel like this is probably an individual who either has lots of pets or definitely one pet. This is somebody whom you might have seen actively vocalizing against their concerns regarding nature. You might have seen them adapting a lot of eco-friendly ways of living. You might have seen them showing a lot of kindness towards animals. You might have seen them being very different from the crowd in the sense they don't really engage in the kind of activities that most of us usually do because they have this totally different mindset about sustainable living and things like that. I also feel like with the energy of Fool over here, this might just be an activist as well, or somebody who works at an NGO or very like at the center of some community level thing, something like that. Anyway, the energy of the Fool archetype over here tells me two things. One, that this person is a people pleaser and they try very hard to always be in the good books of everyone. And I also feel like they have the tendency to hide who they truly are. And this goes both in trickster ways as well as slightly in sad ways too. They do not like something, but then they do not raise their voice against it just because they want to be a part of that social group for once. They want to be an active part of all these other things that are going on. But more so, the energy that I'm picking up on is that this person isn't who they pretend to be. Like, they might pretend to be a very nice, humble, down-to-earth person, but they're actually very wicked, very cunning, and I'm hearing emotionally manipulative as well. So you won't even realize, but they would have already, played with your mind. I was going to use the F word. But anyway, so played with your mind a little bit, and they can make you believe things, basically, to put it simply, if they want to. And that's actually, it's scary because you don't even realize what just happened in that interaction, and they've already done the work. It's been done. You're now convinced of something that they wanted to convince you of. So I see that this person is very good at wordplay as well. Okay, wow. I'm just getting so irritated. I'll tell you why. I do not like such people, and especially when you know that they're not as nice as they're pretending to be, but apart from you, nobody else seems to notice that. It is so frustrating. I have been around such people so many times where I knew for a fact that they aren't this Miss Pretty Good Two Shoes that they're pretending to be, but just nobody else could see that apart from me, and that used to irritate me a lot. And I'm picking up on that same energy from you guys right now. So there is a heavy possibility that this might be somebody whose true colors only you have managed to see so far. Let's quickly get to the dice so that you guys can get a better idea. Now, this is a general reading, so even if you did get somebody in mind through the cards but the letters don't come out, don't worry. So, Spirit, who is gossiping about group 1? Who is gossiping about group 1? Alright, so we have A, O, J. These can be their nicknames or something. I heard Joanna. I, Joni, B, another B. Maybe their name and surname starts with the same letter. Then I have an E, N, T, O, L, and G. All right. Now let's see, what do they tell others about you? So the cards that I have for that are Gateway and Trust. And I would like to take a look at the tarot cards too, just to get a better idea. So the tarot cards are Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords in reverse, and Queen of Swords. Wow, group 1. I have to give it to this person. I'll tell you why. You know, like how we over here through this reading know for a fact that this person pretends to be somebody whom they're not. This is actually what they're telling others about you, that you pretend to be somebody whom you're not. So what they're basically telling people behind your back is that people shouldn't trust you blindly, because you have a tendency to break people's trust. You have the tendency to get out of a situation as soon as your motives have been accomplished, that you're an opportunistic person. You don't really care for meaningful relationships. This individual or individuals is also telling people that you only pretend to be very lost, very confused, so that people can come to you, can take pity on you, can help you, when the truth is that at all times you know exactly what do you want, whom do you want, or how do you want to go about things. So basically, if a general perception about you is that, you know, like you're a very innocent, gullible, naive person, this individual is trying to shift that narrative into something else. They are trying to convince people of the fact that you only pretend to be naive, that you only pretend to be innocent, but actually you're very, very cunning and shrewd and just basically, totally. So this is what happens when you get overexcited. They are projecting their own reality onto you. They're trying to convince people that you are who they are. And that's so twisted. You or them might be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So that's an additional confirmation. But this much over here is very clear that this individual pretends to be very sweet, pretends to be very nice, very helpful, very friendly, but they do not like you. And they are trying to get as many people as they can to also not like you. I don't know why they're doing this, but their intention over here is pretty clear, to absolutely change your image in people's minds from someone who's very good to someone who's very shrewd and cunning. And I don't think they're using very nice words about you either, which is sad, but that's what I'm hearing. Okay, let's see what message does Spirit have for you. Show the world the real you. I love this message for you, Group 1, right off the bat, because through this message, Spirit is basically asking you to not give a fuck about whoever this individual is. Just be yourself, be your authentic self, continue behaving the way that you always do, continue being who you are. Haters gonna hate, and that is pretty much the end of it. But if you have been able to get even a faint idea about who this individual might be, of course, the best solution would be to not really engage in any sort of conversation with them. This is a snake in your midst. All right. So these are all the messages that I have for you. To book a personal reading with me, you can find all the details in the pinned comment and description box. And if you're on Instagram, do not forget to follow me over there. The link is in the description. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi Group 2s, for those of you who chosen the purple stone, first let's see who is gossiping about you. So the cards that I got for that were Femme Fatale and Storyteller. Alright, so this is someone who, regardless of their sex, is very, very attractive. They dress very well, they speak very well, they look very sexy, they're very good to look at. And I feel like this is an individual who often uses their looks to get people to help them. You know what I mean? Like honey trapping people to do things for them, but not actually dishing out anything. So basically, you keep on pretending like you like somebody so that they do your work for you. You give them false promises that you'll go out with them or you'll make out with them or whatever, but you don't actually do any of that once they've done whatever work it was for you. So this is that kind of an individual, and I feel like they've been doing it for a very long time now. I think from the day this person realized that they're good to look at, I think they have been taking undue advantage of it. Also, with storyteller over here, this is somebody who loves to talk, and I feel like because they're good to look at and they love to talk, they really enjoy all of that attention that they get. You know, when they're in the center, like they're the life of the party, or they're at the center of a crowd and they're telling their stories and you know, using all of these gestures, getting people hooked. They like that. They really like that. They enjoy doing what they're doing, and they're fully aware of what they're doing. They know that they're leading people on, but they just do not seem to regret any of it. So if you know somebody who looks very good and like loves to talk, oh, okay, so I just got this message that 7 out of 10 times, the stories that this person tells or the anecdotes that this person tells, they're all bullshit. None of that has actually ever happened to them. They try to convince others that they have this amazing life and everything's going very good for them. They try to pretend like they are a part of this larger than life movie. They're the main character, but that's actually not true. And I feel like because they have built this image, they now have to live up to it. So they fabricate all of these stories. Maybe something happens with person A, but then this individual will come and tell everybody that, oh, this and this stuff actually happened with me. So that's how they get people talking about them. That's how they get more people involved in their affairs, more the attention, more the admirers, more the people to do their work. So that's how it goes for this individual. And I'm also seeing whether this is, whatever this person's sex or gender is, this is somebody that has a big butt. Okay, so that's another clue as to how you can identify who this individual is. Also, let's take a look at the initials. But if the initials don't match, don't worry about it. This is general reading. Spirit, who is gossiping about group 2? Alright, so I have an A over here, then O, another A, one more A. Maybe they have a lot of A's and then, wow, one more A. Maybe their first name, middle name, surname all starts with an A. Then I have an I over here, M-E-K, Mike. Okay. Then I have an N, R, and E. All right. Now let's see, what does this person tell others about you? So the cards that I have for that are Healing Chaos, Wisdom, and from the tarot cards, the 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and 6 of Cups. Okay. This person might be connected to somebody whom you are dating right now, or you used to date, or you were in a connection with, or this can be a friend of a friend. All right. This can also be somebody whom you've known for a very, very long time. Maybe you went to the same school or college as them. Regardless, now, what are they telling others about you? So this person basically tells others that you're bad news, that you cause destruction wherever it is that you go, and that you think that you have all the knowledge in the world and that everybody else is simply an idiot. I have no idea what they have against you. Maybe the fact that you're now with somebody whom they were once with. This is, of course, just for some of you. This is general reading. But I am getting this message strongly. Maybe group 2, you legit are very smart and you are very wise. And on more than one occasion, you have extended your wisdom to help others. And this person has taken notice of it and they did not like it because they are not used to anybody else getting attention except of them. right? So they do not like that. As soon as anybody else starts getting the spotlight, they hate it. They absolutely hate it. And that might be one of the reasons why they're going around behind your back and telling all these things about you to others, that you have a superiority complex and that you can go to any extent to get what you want. I also feel like they tell people that you're a very selfish friend for some reason. So maybe this is somebody who used to be friends with you, but then you stopped being friends with them for some reason, and now they're bitching about you. They're also telling people that you are extremely, extremely money-minded. You're very, very materialistic. You prioritize material things over feelings and emotions. And I'm also seeing that they are telling people that you take money from people, but then you do not return it. And they might also be trying to convince people that the lifestyle that you're currently living, especially if it is good, is because of others' money and not because of your own money. They might also be spreading rumors about you at your workplace in case this is somebody that you work with. And definitely, if you're in a connection or a relationship right now, this person is gossiping about that as well. If the person that you're with right now is earning more than you or is financially more sound than you, then this individual over here is telling others that that is the reason why you're dating this person or that you're in a connection with this person, because they're trying to convince people that you're very, very materialistic. Honestly, I'd say that this person simply just gets jealous when somebody else becomes the center of attention. I think it's as simple as that. People start talking about you, they do not like it, so they start talking about you. The only difference is that others talk good things about you, and this person is obviously only saying bad things about you. Oh, that is mean. I see that they're also telling people that they had lent you money and that you haven't returned it yet. And I don't think that's true, but that is what they're telling others. I also feel like they're telling others that you stole their boyfriend or their girlfriend. All right, now let's see what message does Spirit have for you. Before that, you or them might be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Cancer, Pisces. Scorpio does not necessarily have to be the zodiac. Spirit's message for you is surrender to the divine. I love this because what this basically tells you, group 2, is that don't stress about this individual at all. Just leave the situation to Spirit. They'll take care of it. They'll take care of this individual. Karma never loses an address. You just sit back, relax, focus on yourself. Do not worry. All right? That's actually good. That's actually very satisfying to know. All right, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 2. To book a personal reading with me, you will find all the details in the pinned comment and description box. And if you're on Instagram, do not forget to follow me over there. The link is in description. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, group 3. So for those of you who chose this brownstone over here, first let's find out who is gossiping about you. All right, so the cards that I got for you were Rescuer and Dilettante. All right, so group 3. Wow, my watchman has no chill. Okay, so this might be somebody who had once upon a time helped you with something, and I don't think that ever since then they have really shut up about it. In fact, it might have been just like a little small help that you took from them, but ever since then they have been making a mountain out of a molehill, and they've been going on telling people of this really huge, grand way in which they helped you. That's a message that I'm getting for some of you, for sure. For the rest of you, the rescuer energy over here is telling me that this is somebody who, I shouldn't say this, but there are two types of helpers. The first category is of those people who genuinely want to help you. And then there's the second category of people who only help you because they expect something from you in return, or so that they get an opportunity to boast about it to others. And I feel like this rescuer that we're talking about over here belongs to the second category. Otherwise, they wouldn't be gossiping about you. With Dilettante over here, this might be somebody who is in the creative fields. Not necessarily professionally, but maybe you're aware that they're very good at cooking or singing or dancing, or they have this hobby of gardening and so on and so forth, or maybe they're an artist. They hold various exhibitions and whatnot. Basically, this person is multi-talented when it comes to creative stuff. And I see that they try very hard to present themselves as this messiah of sorts, as the savior of sorts for everybody. Like, if you need help, you can come to me. If you need help, you can come to me, because, well, I can tell you that I helped A and look where they are now. I helped B and look where they are now. Like that. And I think that's pretty much what's happening over here. You asked them once upon a time for help, they helped you, and now they wouldn't let you forget it, basically. It's stupid. I mean, if you're helping somebody because you expect them to be indebted to you in some way for the rest of their lives, and that's not a very nice thing. I also feel like this is one of those annoying people who is, yes, I am using such words today. I'm just getting very irritated by all of these energies and all these piles today. Can't help it. Anyway, so this individual is one of those irritating, annoying people who will come to you even when you did not really ask for it. Like how sometimes you just want to be left alone. You can figure this out on your own. But then there are these people like houseflies. They keep buzzing around you. They just won't let you be. They won't leave you alone. And I feel like this is one of those annoying pest kind of people. Yeah, I said it. This human being is like a pest. They're very irritating. Ugh. All right, now let's take a look at the Let's take a look at the dice to see their possible initials, and if they don't match, don't fret. This is a general reading. Spirit 2 is gossiping about group 3. Olivia, I just heard Olivia. All right, so we have R over here, O, B, Rob. Then 2 I's, maybe this person's first name and surname begins with the same letter. Then I have a Y over here, 2 O's, an A, U, and H. All right, now let's see what is this person telling others about you. So the cards that I have for that are Power. Oh, what? Okay, a V. Power, Patience, and from the tarot cards, Queen of Wands, 9 of Swords, and 2 of Cups. Okay, so this individual is going around telling people that you have a God complex, that you think that you're better than everybody else. A lot of you might have been attracted towards, I think it was pile 1. Anyway, they tell people that you tend to dominate over others a lot, that you are kind of like a bully, that you always try to win no matter what. You have on more than one occasion caused them some or the other problem. Of course, maybe there is absolutely no truth to it. They have been telling people that you don't really care for anybody except for yourself. And if you are currently in a relationship with someone or in a connection with someone, I think they gossip about that a lot as well. They are going around telling people how you dominate over your partner, how you control your partner, how your partner has no mouth of their own, you do all the talking, and so on and so forth. Of course, none of that might be true. Maybe this is somebody who's jealous of your relationship, honestly. Maybe they liked the person that you're with, and so they're just going around telling all this shit to people. They tell people how you're very, very high-headed, how they basically... Oh, okay. So I just heard that this individual does not like your guts, group 3. Maybe on more than one occasion you did something very gutsy in front of them. They weren't expecting it. Nobody was, perhaps. And then ever since then, you were praised for it a lot. And they just did not like that. Because they have been trying to build this image of themselves that anything happens, I should be the first person people come to. But now here you are embodying these boss vibes very naturally. So obviously this person is having issues because of that. This can also be somebody who works with you, but you're their superior at work, and they bitch about you to their colleagues. They've also been spreading some sort of lies about you, causing them a lot of mental trauma, which is pathetic. But that's what they have been telling people, that you have given them a lot of stress, you have given them a lot of anxiety, you have created a lot of problems for them in the pursuance of your goals. And again, I don't think that is true at all, but that's what they've been telling people. They also tell people that the only reason why you're apparently so calm and so cool is because you've got everybody else worried and everybody else doing all the work for you, and you basically do not do anything on your own. You just sit still, look pretty, so you've basically delegated all of that tension onto others. I think you have very good relations with everybody around you, especially if this is a work thing. Then I think you get along very well with your colleagues and all, and I don't think this person likes that. They don't. I am getting over here, group 3, that this individual is intimidated by you. They look up to you, they'll never admit it. They kind of really admire your personality, but again, they won't admit it. And you know what they say, that if somebody cannot rise to your level, they always try to drag you down. And I think that's what's happening. They know for a fact that they cannot match up to your level, so they're spreading all of this shit about you to drag your image down. Don't let them win. Your sign or their sign might be Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Does not necessarily have to be the zodiac. Let's see what message does Spirit have for you. What do you need to release? Group 3, are you friends with this person? Because honestly, if you are, please stop being their friend. You're being asked to release this connection. You're being asked to get out of this relationship, friendship, situationship, whatever it is. Do not talk to this person. I also feel like there has been some instance where you did get to know about what they were doing, but you did not take any action. That needs to change. All right? That mindset of yours about just letting things slide needs to be released is another message. But more so, if this person is a part of your friend group, they need to go. If they're your colleague, if there's nothing you can do about it to avoid them, minimize the talk, keep it as official as possible. All right? So these are all the messages that I have for you today. To book a personal reading with me, you will find all the details in the pinned comment and description box. And if you're on Instagram, do not forget to follow me over there. The link is in description. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.